In Your Health Today, we are almost to the end of the month, so it is time to revisit those New Year's resolutions. Question, have you kept up with them? Many were attempting dry January when you abstain from drinking alcohol for the month. And this is important because studies have shown people have increased their drinking during the pandemic. In fact, people with depression were 64% more likely to drink alcohol now. And how about those people who vowed to exercise more? If not, here's your reminder. Get moving today. There's an abundance of proof that exercise helps the body and the brain. This is the #1 most popular New Year's resolution in 2020 into 2021. Rounding out the top 5 are improving diet and losing weight, saving money, more self-care, and pursuing a career ambition. And since 2 of those resolutions have to do with money management and self-care, we are offering some advice for you. We told you yesterday about the CW3 Summit focused on elevating your earnings and taking better care of yourself. And I was involved in this project and held a half-hour workshop on confidence. Here's a little tidbit. Let's start with point #1. And point #1 is self-awareness. What are your biggest flaws? Break out your notebooks if you want. Write these things down. So when we talk about self-awareness, we're wondering, can you identify your flaws? If you asked your best friend or your spouse, could you guess what they'd say your top 2 strengths and your top 2 weaknesses are? If you don't know, it might be time to investigate. Getting to know yourself is a job. Now, you can find the full workshop with all 8 of the tips that I offered on my Facebook page. And then if you want, you could join the CW3 community and you get all kinds of tips about health and wellness. And it's really fun and interactive. But Joe, so the question, are you able to identify your flaws and weaknesses, your top 1 or 2?
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
are? It takes some thought sometimes.
Well, it does. And probably it's easier to identify the flaws and the weaknesses.
You think?
Oh, I
because
think
I asked
so,
my
yeah.
husband, and he came up with his his
Really?
confidence and couldn't name a flaw.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think if you ask somebody that question,
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they want to
Brag?
No.
To say what your strength is?
No, not the strengths.
Oh.
But if you came to me and said, "So, what do you think are my weaknesses?"
Oh, you wouldn't want to tell me?
I don't know. I don't think I would want to do that because I think that's such a negative. I don't know.
But with the person that you're supposed to be closest with, you have to have that kind of dialogue, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
You should be having that. Barbara, start the dialogue.
But so
Get the list ready. It strengthens your relationship. It really does.
Really?
When you can,
Okay.
because if you're aware of what your weakness is, maybe you can work on it a little and have a happier
absolutely.
relationship, right?
Because if you know the weaknesses, and I know mine, then you try to,
So you think it would hurt her feelings if you told her what you think her weakness was?
I don't know about that.
You have to create a safe space.
Yeah.
But anyway, more tips, 8 of them. You know, that's just #1. There's so many more. Surround yourself with love, your environment. Do it afraid. You know, do life fearlessly.
Yeah. That's
Even if your
tough to
knees
do.
are buckling, just go for it. Monitor your success. Let others' opinions go. Change up your routine and trust yourself.
Okay,
Those are
but you said something, let other people's opinions go.
Yes.
But if you're asking somebody for their opinion about you, then that's, you know.
Maybe just the general public's opinion.
All right.
But you should take into account the people that are closest to you, their opinions, certainly.
Oh, yeah. And those, of course, mean more.
Right.
You know, and that can hurt more.
It is true.
You know? Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary to hurt in order to grow. On that note...
Is our session over, Doctor?
I think our session might be over. Therapy with Thalia.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I strongly suggest for anybody.
Really?
Yes. Counseling
okay.
is a great thing. There's no taboo around it.
But here's the thing. It would be easier to tell somebody that doesn't mean that much to you. Don't you think?
What?
To express your feelings and how you feel.
Exactly. It's just a sounding board.
Yeah.
Try it out.
That they won't judge.
Try it out. We'll be right back.
Do you know what I mean?